Hello everyone. In today's video, I'll be covering the story behind the origin of Somnath Jyotirling. There are 12 Jyotirlings located across India, and one of them is located in Prabhas in Gujarat, which is called Somnath. It is considered the most ancient of all the Jyotirlings, and pilgrims who are planning to visit all the Jyotirlings usually start their trip from Somnath first. The story begins with the marriage of Chandra, who is the personification of moon god, with the 27 nakshatras. These 27 nakshatras were daughters of Raja Daksh, and as per the Vedic text, these 27 nakshatras were personification of the 27 constellations which are there in the universe. And as per the Shiv Puran, this is linked to the origin of creation of universe as Brahma, who is the creator, who's part of the divine trinity as per Hinduism. Brahma is considered the creator, followed by Vishnu, who's the responsible for preservation, and Shiva for destruction. So Brahma's son was King Daksh, and he got his 27 daughters, which were personification of the 27 constellations, which were part of the 12 zodiac signs which exist. And his reason was that with moon getting married to these 27 constellation, this would lead to creation of the different seasons and the different auspicious and inauspicious times. And uh, after the marriage, Daksh received a complaint from his daughters that Moon, rather than spending equal time with all of them, he was spending all his time with one of his daughters called Rohini, because he was the most attached to Rohini, and he would prefer to spend all his time with her and neglect and ignore the other daughters of Daksh. This slowly led to resentment and a feeling of jealousy in the other daughters, and they went and complained about the matter to their father, Raja Daksh. Daksh, after listening to the complaints by his daughters, he went to Chandra and he explained that as part of his marital duty, he needs to be fair and impartial to all his wives. He cannot be spending all his time with one of them and ignoring the rest. And this is also important to ensure that the world experience all the different seasons and the different effects the different time periods would have depending on the movement of moon across the different zodiac signs and constellations. And Daksha assumed that after this discussion, Chandra would mend his ways, and he returned to his home. But very soon his daughters came back to him and said that Chandra was still ignoring all of them and spending his entire time just with Rohini. Now Daksh got really angry and he went once again to Chandra and said that this was with Chandra ignoring his marital duties, and he has also insulted Daksh, who is his father-in-law, by not paying any heed to what he had asked him to do. He proceeded to curse Chandra that as a punishment for his arrogant and defiant behavior, he would be inflicted by the consumption disease, which would lead to a rapid decay in his body, and he would disappear completely within the next 15 days. Chandra now realizes the gravity of the situation, and he asks Brahma how can he get out of this predicament. Brahma tells him that as this is a curse by Daksh, his son, he cannot counter it, and there is only one way to survive from this situation, and that is by appeasing Shiva, as he is the only one in this universe who has control over death. He shares the Mahamrityunjay mantra with Chandra and tells him that this is one of the most powerful mantras of Shiva, and Mahamrityunjay itself means that overcoming death, and he would need to chant this mantra 100 million times to attain siddhi or mastery over this mantra. And once he achieves the siddhi, he would be able to overcome this curse. And it is believed that this is the day from where Mahamrityunjaya mantra came into existence on earth, and after Chandra it was shared by with other people. And even today in India the devotees of Shiva recite Mahamrityunjaya mantra when they are inflicted by some serious disease or they are worried about their health. And after Chandra had completed the recitation of the Mahamrityunjaya mantra, Shiva appeared before him, and he asked him that what was the motive behind chanting this mantra. Chandra explains to Shiva about the curse of Daksh and requests him to save him. Shiva grants him a boon that once he would be totally diminished by the curse of Daksh, Shiva will make him recover and become full again. The curse of Daksh cannot be fully countered, so Chandra will continue to get diminished after becoming full, but every time he disappears, Shiva will restore him. And this is considered the origin of why Chandra keeps going through these cycles of waxing and waning every month. And it is also believed that after granting the boon to Chandra, Shiva placed him on his head to signify that he had blessed him, and this is the reason why Shiva is always depicted with a waning moon on his head. After being saved by Shiva, Chandra built the original Somnath temple at the site where he had prayed using the Mahamrityunjaya mantra, and the Shivling he had created was named Somnath, as Somnath literally means protector of moon. There is a lake very close to the temple which is said to have divine healing powers. Every year, many pilgrims take a dip in this lake with the conviction that this lake can heal even the incurable diseases. It is one of the most ancient temples in India and has been renovated and reconstructed by several kings over the ages. It was always one of the most prosperous temples with invaluable jewels, ornament, decorations, which were stored inside the temple. And it is said that the original temple which Chandra had created was built of gold. Over the period, this temple was raided several times by foreign invaders, but it was always rebuilt by Hindu kings, and due to their strong faith and conviction, it still stands today at its original location. Hope you like the story and let me know your views in the comment section. Thank you.